ginawa yung mga, sabihin natin, sexy scenes sa
Kasi dami
Hindi
namin
makamupo.
naman.
Ano yung pinaka mas may lande na tumatak sa inyo na mas pinaka gusto ninyo?
Na i-reenact nyo ngayon. Charot lang.
The first one talaga. Yun yung, kasi yun yung, yun yung nagpapakiramdaman kami. So, so and that was the part where we did the cake scene, which was so playful, and that really broke the ice that night nung ginawa namin yung scene na may cake na, oh, basta, eat it off her hands, bahalan na kayo. And then we just enjoyed ourselves.
Tony?
Ayun, kasi yun din po yung ginawa namin, like halos from dusk to dawn. So, yun na yung tinodo na namin lahat sa scene na yun.
Yun, sa cake daw na.
Sa cake. Oo.
Sa cake.
Ayoko na yung tanong, malaswa yung tinext sa akin.
Buti na lang.
Correct.
We have a question from Jessica Pagiwayan of Manila Bulletin Live.
Okay. Hi, Jessica.
Hi po. First, congratulations. I have two questions lang po. First, nung nilabas kasi yung trailer, because it's very unconventional story. At it raises a very important issue nowadays, which is the stigma between the relationship, a huge age gap between the relationship of a woman and a man. So, first, in-expect niyo po ba na ito yung mag-raise ng ganitong issue yung pelikula? And what's your message for the woman who's going through the same process of relationship?
So the question is for? Charot lang.
Either
Sa
Miss-
kanila, kay Miss Angel, tsaka kay Tony and Direk.
Ako, ang goal ko lang naman when I made this is, basically, my advocacy is about telling stories about women and their struggles and triumphs. This one is, I noticed that I've met several women who are not as open or do not know how to let go. And basically why I wanted to put the story there is so that we'll all learn how to just take the leap of faith, just to let go and allow ourselves that experience. Because if you don't, then you're just gonna live your life sleeping, dead. So parang, how to be alive.
Naging controversial daw, Direk.
In the film, well, because...
Was it, did
well,
you...
ako rin naman have been in a relationship like that, but it's not that huge an age gap, can you imagine? This one is 30 years, sa akin is like 7 years, but I've heard it, like, you know, all those things. And then I've met other women who are in that relationship, and those are the things that they go through. So what happens to them is that they are locked in a small space where it's just the two of them na nandoon, because when there's outside elements, it really can affect the relationship. So para sa akin, ganun din, parang let go. And besides, it's also about us women growing old and embracing that age. So parang tinanong ko rin sa kanya nun anong imperfection mo? Di ba?
Wala yata.
No, kasi sabi ko sa kanya, I want you to share one imperfection to the audience. And you're gonna see that in the film. We're not gonna discuss it, but this perfect woman has an imperfection, and she's generous enough to share. She was scared. She had double, diba? Parang, shit, I changed my mind. Ganun pa siya. And then again, bingo, game, go na. Because, again, it's liberating. For me, for her, and hopefully for everyone who will watch, na ma-liberate ka from the things that's stopping you from being you.
Okay. Miss Angel?
Ako sabi ko
For
nga,
women na may dumadaan sa ganitong sitwasyon ngayon.
Oo, ang hirap kasi pagka nire-restrict mo yung sarili mo when you're in that kind of a relationship. Magdadalawang isip ka kung hahawakan mo ba yung kamay nung younger man while you're walking in a mall, o kung okay lang ba kayo mag-PDA, mahihiya ka ba sa sarili mo, mahihiya ka ba para sa kanya. All these things go on in your head. Pero, yun na nga, sana palayain natin yung mga sarili natin na I am in love with this person, I love him very much, and if he genuinely loves you, then he wouldn't feel ashamed holding your hand in public, kissing you maybe, every now and then in public. Kasi, di ba, pagmamahal naman talaga
But
is
you know
what's
naman
going
how
on.
people are, di ba?
Exactly. But
ang
with-
bayad, ang tatanda, bata ng jowa, di ba?
Exactly. So, di ba may mga ganun kang maririnig. Pero kung makikita nila na no regrets and wala kang, ano man tawag doon, yung no apologies ka sa ginagawa mo dahil totoo naman yung nararamdaman nyo para sa isa't isa, then I don't think mag-iiba yung reaction nila. Kasi makikita nila na between the two of you, it is something real, genuine, and beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
Glorious.
Jocelyn, you're good na, Jocelyn? Or si Tony will answer dun sa...
Tapos yung reaction ng mga tao, maybe it's a good thing. At least, di ba, nakikita, this is a gauge na maybe they'll start to see it differently. Maybe they'll start to accept it and, you know, see it as a beautiful thing, as what it is.
Mhm.
Tony, ikaw.
Yun, sana after
Men your
nitong,
age.
sana after nitong movie na to, masanay na rin po yung mga tao kasi yun na po yung uso ngayon. Go get yourself an older woman.
It's not to it's not to...
No, hindi naman,
it's
pero...
not to sell that.
No, hindi, pero
So if it does happen,
hindi, ang ibig ko sabihin, I think this is something considered quote-unquote taboo.
Yeah.
Pero when you think about it, how long have people been doing this? Like, Michelle Pfeiffer has been doing this for so long and people...
Demi Moore.
Yeah, diba? Like, this is something that...
America lang talaga.
This is something that people, or maybe especially here in the Philippines, because we are a conservative country and we are a religious country, it's not something we want to talk about. When we talk about it, we get a little bit uncomfortable. But when we look around the rest of the world, this is something that people do. This is something that, this is how people live their lives, you know, because they're not looking at the age, they're looking for love, you know what I mean? When you get to a certain point in your life, you want to be with somebody and you don't really care how old they are. You just want to be loved and you just want to love back. So, ayun, I think, yeah.
I think with the trailer, everybody got out of their comfort zone. You know, and even us, we were out of our
Feeling ko marami nakarelate nung nakita nila yung
Yeah,
trailer.
and then it made them, it pushed them to react, di ba? Parang, we have to make a reaction. Hindi na siya pwedeng magana. Parang tayo rin naman, out of our comfort zone din naman what we're doing here, correct? But then again, it translated to them. So then, yun, nag-stir na. We stirred them, and that's what the purpose of making this.
Okay. She's good na, si Jocelyn.
Jessica.
Jessica, sorry. It's Jocelyn. Jessica, gaya.
Last na lang po, Miss Angel, nung ilabas po kasi yung trailer, Miss LEA Salonga gave a really wonderful talk about the trailer. One of the comment dun sa thread sa post niya is, Miss Angel can get any man kasi ang ganda-ganda niyo po.
Sinabi nila yan?
Yeah, kasi ang ganda po. Ang ganda ni Miss Angel. Ano po ba ang sekreto ng isang Angel Aquino at napakaganda niyo po? Parang talagang you're the living proof of the 50 is the new 20.
Okay, first, naka-react ka na ba dun sa sinabi ni Miss LEA Salonga na pinuri ka niya, the movie and Tony? Did you see the
I've
tweet?
heard yeah, well, oo, parang may
Screen grab ang James K?
Oo, nakita ko yun. And I'm
Mm.
so thankful kasi I did not know that she will react that way. But I guess I've always known Miss LEA to be open-minded and exposed yan eh. Exposed,
yes,
diba? She's very
lahat
cultured. She's exposed to malaking wide ang exposure niya sa maraming bagay. And so it's comforting for me and validating for us na tinanggap niya ng ganon yung message na gustong ipakita ng pelikula namin and
Matuwa
what the
ka
movie
naman,
was actually all about. Considering that she's a married woman and you know she planned her life very well. Tapos ito parang everything, 'di ba? Ito yung mga mga taboo and unconventional, but she embraced it and actually recommended it. So I'm very very thankful to Miss LEA Salonga.
We sent
for
out
the very
invite so na
generous-
nakarating siya sa
very
15.
generous
Pinadala natin ang
In-invite na
invitation.
natin. Sana she comes.
Okay, Tony, may tanong ba kay Tony? Okay, thank you, Jocelyn. Jessica! Charot lang. Pag mo ako i-correct.
And
Okay,
we are
we're
down to
done
our
to-
final question.
Correct.
And that
Ay,
killer
walang
question